Hello everyone, and welcome back to Uncharted Drake's Fortune. The game was sort of filling in between episodes of other things, namely, most recently it's been...
Alright?
Yep.
Oh,
Okay. Let's head up to the monastery and see what's going on.
straight back into it. Red Dead Redemption 2, but this, I believe, is the very start of Chapter 13 of the game. In our most recent episode, we had played 6 through 12. Now, this episode is very unlikely to end at a chapter break. Oh my god. Probably not going to survive this. I really threw away those Colt bullets, though.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I need a replacement pistol. We're up against a little bit of a soft stop today because around 8 p.m. Eastern, twitch.tv/morethanamia will be going live with the most recent episode of the Geek Pantheon and Friends Kyber Shards. Now, I do tend to refer to it as the Geek Pantheon's Kyber Shards because it is primarily, I believe, hosted on his YouTube channel. But make no mistake that it is a team effort between him and 4 of his friends. I'm not in a very counting mood today, so if I'm over-counting, that's fine. But I know that a lot of people work to bring it together, and it's been a lot of fun to watch with Mia on her Discord. That is, by the way, fully sanctioned by the Geek Pantheon and others involved in Kyber Shards. They all get together and have a good time joining in the chat and answering questions and talking about their thought process and what they were hoping to have happen versus what does. Sorry, I do feel like we want to go up the stairs, but even though this is not a completionist run, I'm not going to walk away from the likelihood that there's something over here to collect, and there is nothing at all. Not a problem. But anyway, unless we have the astonishing fortune to hit a chapter break right at...
Would you slow down?
8 p.m.
One of Eddie's goons could be up ahead.
Oh, I didn't see that she ran ahead.
We left those clowns in the dust ages ago. My God. That's disgusting.
Oh, I wish I had my camera. So, what? The Spanish booby-trapped the island to protect their gold?
This wasn't made by the Spanish. Take a closer look at the spikes.
You have got to be kidding me.
This is from our plane.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense, though. Why would someone set traps like this when their own men are crawling all over the island?
They wouldn't. Something's been here since the trap was sprung.
Something or someone? Do you think
Shh. Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We're being watched.
Watched?
Yeah, you know what? It's probably nothing. Let's just get out of here before we run into whatever's been chewing on this guy.
Okay.
Hello to Mia, who just came in, and depending on exactly the moment at which you came in... Oh, this might be a cool weapon. The reveal there is that that man was impaled by equipment that was salvaged from Drake's own plane. That it is not an old booby trap, but rather one that was made very, very recently. And otherwise, we're continuing to climb up towards this temple. Oh, God.
Keep your head down. These guys have laser sights.
Yeah, it's really good ones, too. Crap. Oh, get down. Alright, I am not sticking my head back up until I have color in my life. Balls.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, back at you, buddy. Except my grenade's gonna hit.
Okay.
Okay. Do I get more guns? Yes. Oh, boy. Okay, how is this different than the
Roman
machine
and
gun I
Navarro
already
can't
have?
be far off if they've left their attack dogs at the
Way
gate.
less ammo, for one thing. Oops. Nope! Oh, shit! I don't have... Those are not a renewable resource, damn it. Usually when I'm trying to reload my gun, I just fire off a couple rounds. That time I threw a grenade because I hit the completely wrong side of the controller. Don't worry, by Uncharted 4, we should have some of these control options down.
Go ahead.
I want the library secure. Don't let them get to Sullivan.
Yes, sir. They've got the old man working on the east side of the complex.
I don't even know why they brought him along. That son of a bitch can't be trusted.
Over there!
Okay.
Great.
Nah, he's probably just going to take cover from that. That's fine. Whoa! Roll!
All right.
Well, multiple bullets to the torso didn't do it, but fortunately we've got some awesome fists on our side. Hello to Azaric! Azaric, I hope that you've had a nice Monday so far. Do I want a desert? No, I don't think so. Not a Desert Eagle. That would be something that they'd have to pay for. It's just called a desert. Don't call it anything else. Somebody, oh gosh, who was it? Somebody that we interact with in chat all the time recently managed to nail like a limited edition Desert Eagle pistol. And who was that? Azric, do you know who that is? They were very excited about it. They got it for their birthday, like ahead of their birthday.
About this place.
I know, me too. Let's just find Sullivan and get the hell out of here.
And they were concerned that it was like a very limited edition item. Whoa. Oh no, hold on. Azric's got flu-like symptoms out of the blue that took him out for the remainder of the day. Azric, keep an eye on that. Hopefully it's... Well, I was about to say hopefully it's just the flu, which is not a phrase that I thought that I'd be uttering 18 months ago. Just let us know how you're doing, and take it real easy. He does feel a lot better today. That's good. Hopefully just a 24-hour bug. Yeah, somebody that we interact with in chat pretty frequently. I can't believe I can't remember who it is. But he was, it was like a limited edition re-release of this one particular pistol that he was hoping to get, and he was able to get it, and was very, very excited, and I am excited on his behalf, because that's awesome. Okay.
Oh, man. Okay.
Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure somebody's got the... Yep, got the high ground on me. None of this is good. I am just a complete sitting duck for that person, and I can't get out of the way. Get down. No! Punch with your hand.
Take cover!
Well, whatever got it done. I really faked him out by flailing wildly at the air. I do kind of want that shotgun, though. The regular shotgun is real good. I have to assume that this SAS shotgun is even better. Can I kick through this? No.
He's here!
I've never shot directly with a shotgun in the chest. I hope that I have the wherewithal to jump 8 feet up in the air. That's really how I want to go down. So that is not a place to go. I love the fact that I finished the firefight 1 heartbeat ago, and it's already offering me a hint. Oh, I think I already have a sense. Sorry, Elena. Oh, before we forget, and this might come up later as well. So yesterday we did an episode of... Nope, chill out, Drake. Yesterday we did an episode of Red Dead Redemption 2, and there was all manner of things that happened, which I will not attempt to... Oh, hello to Caroluna! Caroluna, thank you so much for the raid! Sorry, let's pause here for 1 second, because I want to acknowledge the raid, but I also want to just finish up by saying, yesterday, Red Dead Redemption 2, very eventful stream, all sorts of things happening in the way that tends to happen in that game, and in the midst of all the chaos, we had a resubscription from iMoo to YouMoo 2, and although we shouted her out and we're talking about her Serious Sam stream, I completely missed the resubscription, and I didn't see it until after the stream was over, and we wrote to her afterwards to say thank you so much, but I wanted to get it here, and we will assuredly get back to it in our next Red Dead stream as well. But thank you so much to Moo for the resubscription. Seriously, it makes a lot. Hello to... Now, I don't know that I've heard it pronounced. Is it Intertooth? I think it is based on the spelling, but hello to you. Oh, hello to iMoo, who we were just talking about. And yes, Azaric is here as well. Thank you guys so much for coming over. We are playing some Uncharted, and we will be playing this until about 8 p.m. Eastern, at which point we are going to be jumping over to Mia's Discord to participate in the Kyber Shards watch party. But Caroluna, I hope that your MechWarrior adventures continue to go well after we stopped watching. Also, I always struggle a little bit with, like, should I bring this up on our stream since, like, you know, like I don't know if it's cool to bring up something that was a topic of conversation elsewhere on this stream. But Caroluna, I did see that Moo asked you about how your back is, and I did not realize that you were having any sort of back problems. I'm also not feeling so great in the back and neck area, so should I try to drop from here? It doesn't look that far. I'm going to try to drop. So anyway, I can empathize. Hopefully you are feeling better soon. Carolina does say it comes and goes. I think that's our 15th collectible. So, and also Moo is saying that is how you pronounce Intertooth's, Entertooth. All right, good to know. I do want to, like Mia, I like to try to make sure that we get it correct. What am I missing? I'm just tapping. Okay. What the hell? Okay, let me try this one more time because it really looks like this should work. Tap, 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 tap. What the hell? Okay, so Caroluna says that his back is bothering him, so he's going to turn in. Carolina, rest, be well. I hope that the pain passes. Ibuprofen tends to help me because it's sort of a muscle relaxant. Yes, I thank you. I don't know what to make of this because when I tap it, it just collapses. I can't close it. It's actually like I'm not hitting it enough. Okay. I do need Abby to come here and hold the door up. Or like Elena to like slide something under there. So let me try it again. I just want you guys to know I'm not stopping tapping. This is tapping, 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 tapping. What the fuck? And here's the concern. It's not like I can go anywhere else. I can't climb back out of here. Drienne, hello to Drienne, who says that we always need... I might actually hit the hint on this. Hold on, maybe I can blow this up. Wait. Okay, that's promising.
Nice job.
Oh, and now she comes through. Okay. Yeah, Drienne, I hope that you're having a great Monday so far. Actually, I hope you continue to have a great Monday. Okay, Elena, I can't figure this out. Help me out.
Here, I'll hold that while you brace the gate open.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay, let it go. Gently.
Oh!
I said gently.
I thought I was going to push something underneath. I didn't realize that I was bracing it open with my body.
Where do these guys keep coming from?
Oh, sniper. Yes, please. Elena, do you see anybody else? Oh, man. Come on, come on. The game really gave me that one. If you're looking at that and saying, wait a second, your crosshair was not on that person. Whoa, hold on, wait, what happened? When all else fails, blow it up, says Moo. Hello to Jägermeister. I hope that you're having a great Monday so far. Force says Moo. You just gave Drake a spinal fracture or a dislocated shoulder or broken clavicle at the least. Okay, for a second I thought that happened to Force. And I was like, wait, what? I'm just glad everybody's okay. Drake will be fine. Okay, just don't shoot me. I can't. Thank you, Elena. There we go. Oh my gosh, Samalander's here as well? Oh my gosh, I hope you guys are all having a great start to your week. We are having fun with sniper rifles and shotguns in the world of Uncharted. Now, just for the record, although I have played this game in the past, we are being very careful not to talk about upcoming things because some people in chat, including more than Amiya, have never seen the game before.
Damn.
So we want to make sure that we try to preserve the experience for her. Oh, that hurt a lot. Elena, okay, you take your cover, I'll take mine. We'll get along just fine. Okay, I'm getting flanked here.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now, one very subtle thing that I haven't called out, and the game doesn't make a big deal of it at any point, is that you... Who's that? Okay, that's Elena. If you defeat an enemy in melee, you actually get double ammunition off their body, which is very cool. Or a stealth kill. I think a stealth kill, which would also usually be melee. Oh, yep. Let me grab this. All right. Ow! Will you stop that? Oh! The grenade wasn't enough to put me down, but apparently the punch to the gut, that's what drove the shrapnel the rest of the way into Drake's heart. The end. Ow. Missing that shot hurt a lot more than the... Oh, come on, man. Alright, I'm not doing very... Oh, no, I need this because there's at least one more sniper up there. Did anybody see my Sniper rifle? Did I actually lose it? Like, I spent all the bullets. Okay. Force says... Oh, hold on. Let me, get down for 1 second. Force says, I love games like this where your NPC partner has to have goofy AI because of her settings. Because of the settings, like Ellie in The Last of Us 1. Hold on, let me just see if I can... Okay. I am just relieved that it's not an escort mission. For my money, the worst escort mission in gaming was in GoldenEye 64, where there's an episode, there's a scene. Wow. Oh my God, with the shotgun. This is a famous mission, in my view. In GoldenEye 64, there's a scene where you have to get into... You have to, like, be in a control room, and you have to get Natalia, I think her name is? I don't actually remember. To... Like, you have to cover her while she's hacking a satellite dish control or some damn thing. Okay, hold on. Let me just... Discretion is the better part of living here. I'm just gonna hold off for a second. And you have to guard her while she stands in one position and gets shot by automatic gunfire for like 10 minutes. It's so long that she has to stand there and hack. I don't know why it is so difficult for her to hack a computer while she's getting shot in the back. But she just won't hurry up, and it goes on forever. And in particular... GoldenEye was famous at the time for being a game that not only got more difficult when you upped the difficulty... Oh, hello to Patikin! Oh, Patikin is also raiding over. Hello to Patikin and everybody that's coming over. Patikin just did... I will continue my story about the worst escort mission in the whole world in just a minute. But Patikin just spent today playing day 1 of Outriders. He had a great time with it, from what I could tell. Of course, I really like that goose.
That's right. Stay down.
It's got a pointed bill, not a flat one, so I'm going with goose, not duck. Ow. Hold on a second. No, I don't want that. I like my eagle a whole bunch. Yeah, I hope that everybody coming over had a great time watching Patikin. Not only today, but also during his It Takes Two stream with Patikin, with Tashir, that the two of them did. Please get down. Okay. Drake will do anything except duck behind that for me, so we're just going to go somewhere else.
Come on! Come on now! Fire!
Hold on a second.
Take cover!
Whoa! Okay.
Okay.
Centrifugal Force says, It Takes Two is also always fun. Okay, stop. Stop for a second. I can't take any more explosions. Oh, God damn it! What the fuck? Oh, we made it to the same place. I need a checkpoint. Or skill.
They just keep coming.
Alright, let me get the other sniper.
Now what?
Oh, just anywhere. Anywhere on his body. I am seeing in chat that confirmation that's a goose. Moo quacks herself up.
Oh, man. Oh, great.
Okay. Yeah, it's around the time that the guys with the hand-mounted grenade launchers come out. That's where I really start suffering. So I'm full on grenades. Let's look for opportunities to use those so that I don't die with them on me.
That's fancy.
Ouch. Oh, but on the topic of that idiotic escort mission, what was so frustrating about it is that I played through GoldenEye on, like, agent difficulty, or maybe it was secret agent. And then I was trying to play through on 007 difficulty level, which was, like, the higher one. And most notably, it's not just that I had some pride thing where I wanted to finish it on the harder difficulty levels, but on the higher difficulty levels, there was actually more game. There were additional game objectives for you to finish. Boy, maybe I should just leave. Ow. Okay. So I really wanted to play through the game on 007 difficulty level. Yeah, stay distracted by the one that can't die, please.
That had to hurt.
Oh! Okay. Nope. Okay, but that's Elena. Where's the last shotgun guy? My point is that my playthrough of 007 mode ended there. It ended on that mission because I absolutely could not finish that mission on 007 difficulty level. There were so many guys that came in from so many vectors, and they didn't attack you as James Bond at all. They didn't give a shit about James Bond. They wanted that hacker dead, the Russian scientist lady from the movie, and I couldn't pass it. I tried for days. I probably tried for weeks, and I never beat it, and I couldn't go forward to the next difficulty level because of it. So Kira Luna says that he is in bed, but writing this like this was not a good idea, so he's just going to leave it like this and not say much more. Well, for real, Kira Luna, I do hope that you're feeling better, and if I've learned anything at all about back and neck injuries... Oh, hello to Geek! Anything at all, even, like, for 3 days after you think you're better, take it easy. I have... Oh, hold on.
She worked in this little bar in the Philippines. Oh, man. She had a smile that'd melt your heart. Bro, I swear to God, she'd just as soon kill you as kiss you if she caught you stepping out. Just a wee bit of a thing. She couldn't have been much more than 4'11". They called her the spinner because she...
Will you shut up, old man? You told us that one a dozen times already.
Oh, yeah, right. Of course I did. Memory's not what it used to be.
What the hell's taking you so long anyway?
Well, maybe you hadn't noticed, but most of these books are half rotten. And written in Spanish.
Yeah, well, hurry it up. The boss is waiting on you.
Hey! Up there!
Ah, crap.
Watch out!
Oh, God.
Watch it!
Okay, just anything that doesn't have a laser in my head.
Get down!
So, I hope that, Kara Luna is feeling better, or will feel better soon, and all I was saying there was, take your time. Be super careful, even when you think that you're feeling better, because... Oh, wait, I want this a lot. And that's why I like the desert. Okay, that's still Elena. So, yeah, Geek, yesterday, during Red Dead, we had... Well, I talked a lot about one of the topics that's come up in your Walking Dead streams, about sort of what's the responsibility of a game developer to build a world that is going to ring true to people who know what they're talking about. And we use some examples that were not from The Walking Dead to sort of illustrate it. And I use an example from a very little-known television show that I know called Siberia, which, boy, the as Moo said, that ear-ringing thing is... It's quite the effect, especially when it's happening over and over again. Oh, that's Sully. Okay. Sam Lander says that having internal consistency is a big deal in games. And in fiction in general. I feel like I can absorb a lot of... I can accept a lot as long as I feel like the narrative is internally consistent. Part of being internally consistent is that it does have to adhere to something that... Oh, I didn't see where you went, though, but...
Oh, man, it's about time you showed up.
Well, you're looking awfully good for a corpse.
So you brought the girl after all, huh?
The girl?
Hey, if it wasn't for her, you wouldn't be getting rescued right now.
Wait, Mia, did you hear that? Mia, did you hear it? I'll recap if you didn't catch it.
This is a rescue.
What the hell does that mean?
You gotta admit, Sully, this all looks a little shady.
Yeah.
I mean, you tipping those guys off.
And miraculously showing up alive?
Now wait a goddamn minute. Roman had a contract out on me. I needed to buy some time. All right, stupid mistake. I didn't realize they'd try and track us.
Sully, we would have been headed home with the treasure by now if you had just for once kept your mouth shut.
And you might have thought of checking for a pulse before running off and leaving me for dead. Look, none of that matters now.
All right, so how is it you're standing here breathing and all, huh?
You are not gonna believe this.
No way. Old Francis took a bullet for you.
Yeah.
I thought this kind of thing only happened in the movies.
Yeah, well, it still hurt like a son of a bitch, I'll tell you that.
I bet.
Anyway, once they realized I wasn't dead, I convinced Roman that they would never find the treasure without me. So I've been trying to mislead him ever since, waiting for you to show up.
Well, where are they now?
Well, they're chasing a little red herring I sent them on the other side of the monastery to get rid of him. Look, Drake had it all figured out. See, that's the symbol the Spanish used to mark their secret vaults. The treasure is hidden right here in this monastery. Find the symbol,
and we find the vault.
We have everything we need right here. All the clues to take us right to the treasure. We can do this, kid.
All right, you boys aren't gonna get all chummy and leave the girl behind again, are you?
Don't even think about it, Sully. She's got a mean right hook.
I'll keep that in mind. There's more to this room than meets the eye. I'm sure of it.
I can't tell if that says hint because chat is over it. I will look at what it wants me to see as long as it's not a hint. Otherwise, let's take a quick look around. So, yeah, so the topic that we were talking about... Oh, and before I forget, because there's a lot of people in here, we have a... Okay, stop for 1 second. We're going to look at this. Hello to Brian.
Something about these statues.
Okay, something about the statues. Let's go take a look at the statues, which probably means climbing up to the second floor. We have a little bit of a soft stop today because we will be joining Mia on her Discord for the Kyber Shards watch party with hopefully Geek Pantheon and friends who are actually the stars of the show. And it is a great time. So we can see here, we've got north, south, east, and west. So it looks like it's going to be Angel, Bird, Winged Goat, and weird chimera thing. What is that, a griffin? Okay, so what does that mean for me? Oh, I cannot jump across to it, apparently. Can I jump from here? There we go. Okay. So here's the eagle. And the eagle is apparently going to be facing east. John the Eagle. Got it? Okay, and we've got a thing here. So eagle should face east, I think.
Okay.
All right, got that. Okay, this is the griffin. Griffin faces... Luke faces south? Is that right? So I have a little bit of a concern that it's just so far turning them to face away from the compass. But
No, that's not right.
oh, no, he doesn't like that. Okay. So what am I missing here? I can't turn pages, so everything that I need is going to be on here. So this is the weird... This is Mark. Oh, no, Mark faces west.
Try checking the diary again.
Thank you, Elena. I'm working on it. Mark faces west. I was wrong about that. So face... Perfectly wrong. There we go. All right. And then this is Goat Head. Goat Head faces south. All right. So I can see which way south is. I'm going to turn it the wrong way. Nope. Got it. All right. And now... Angel, I think, faces north.
Bingo.
So Geek is going to be right back. I'll wait for him to return just in case, but I thought that he had some interesting points to make, and if he returns, we will cover them. Obsidian saying that Angel shouldn't face north; he should face his monitor. That does help with some of the puzzles as well.
Oh, another library?
Huh. What now?
You know, this looks familiar.
Oh, I bet it's in the puzzle book.
The inverted torch leads to the land of the dead.
Inverted torch.
Wow. This looks promising. Here, let me see that.
Yeah.
Okay. You two sit tight. I'm gonna check things out.
Whoa, wait, no. You're not going out there alone.
Yeah, Roman's men are swarming all over this place.
Yeah, and one person will make a lot less noise than three. Come on, I'll be fine. And you guys will be safe here. They don't even know about this room.
Okay, take this with you. Leave it on channel 13. They don't use that one. And keep us posted.
All right, you got it. Close this thing back up.
Yeah.
Nate? Be careful.
Come on. I always am. Ah! I did not see that! Ah! Okay, land of the dead. Here we go.
Yeah, hello to Ricardinho. So the topic on Geek's Thing was about sort of suspension of disbelief and so forth. And as Sam Lander was just saying, you can accept a lot as long as the world is internally consistent. And, I would add to that if something in the world is not internally, or like doesn't conform to the laws that we understand, there has to be an explanation for it. Otherwise, we're going to be pulled out of the story and really bothered by it. And one example that I gave during yesterday's Red Dead stream, and apologies for people that might have been there and heard it. Well, so Sam Anderson got to hang that lampshade. Alternatively, sometimes things that can feel like a plot hole are actually simply unexplained plot elements that then come back later. I'm struggling to think of a strong example right now, but there's been movies or books that have been like, wait a second, that doesn't make any sense. That's not the way that would work. And then only to discover later on, no, that's not the way that it works. And, what at first seemed like a moment of sloppy writing was, in fact, setting up for a later reveal, which I like a lot. So, yeah, there can be, there can be lampshading, or there can be sort of clever misdirection, where it seems like the author forgot something, but in fact it's going to be like, yeah, I bet you didn't think of this. Without going into any detail whatsoever, I think Persona 5 is a really good example of... Whoa!
He's here!
I like everything that had just happened. Well, okay, that's...
Okay.
The example that I used yesterday during Red Dead is, imagine a scene in this game right now where Nathan Drake got so frustrated that he announced to the others, I'm just going to stand here and T-pose. And he then struck a perfectly rigid T-pose, was just standing ramrod straight, and that was written into the script because it was more convenient than fixing the bug that caused the character model to T-pose at that moment. So they just act as though that's a normal part of what Nathan Drake does when he's stressed out. We would look at that and say, that's absurd, and I'm not going to accept that as part of the story. And also, there's not really anything that you can use to make that make sense. It's going to yank you out of the story because it is very, very silly. Oh, 7 bullets. 7 bullets of this? It's a really good gun. I'm going to take the 7 bullets of this. No, I'm not. I'm going to run out of ammo, and then I'm going to regret ever having this. Wait, now I've got 10 bullets. That's enough. So Intertooth streams a lot, Samlander says. I have not caught one of their streams yet. I will look forward to doing that. Oh, there's people here.
He's over there.
Well, we're gonna try to duck down, but I guess we can do it the really loud way instead. Video games also have a lot more freedom than live action. Shit. So, Drian says, talk about a story that took me out of the moment. Mistborn kills me. I don't think that I'm familiar with Mistborn, at least not by title.
Okay.
A movie that did that, like I can give a specific example of a movie that I like. Again, I don't want to dump on things that other people like, but also, you know, it's fair game to say things that I don't like. The Dark Knight Rises. Woof. Wow. I had a very bad time watching that movie. I swear to God. These guys are very evasive. I'm probably going to die here because this guy has my number. Oh! Oh, I felt good for such a small fraction of a second. Okay, can you get down, Drake? Probably grenade at least a couple of these guys or sneak up on them. Yeah, the Dark Knight Rises, for me, ticked off multiple boxes. So, Mia's asking how many deaths are we at today. That is a very good question. Oh, just immediately, huh? All right. At least 6 or 7, I would say. Just today.
Oh, boy.
I did not feel that The Dark Knight Rises was internally consistent as a singular movie. I did not feel that it was consistent with the 2 previous movies. I did not feel like it adhered to any standard of logic that I would recognize in the real world. I thought that it was very, very shoddily written. Oh boy. Ugh. I'm gonna look at that in a replay and wonder what the hell I hit that wasn't that guy. Now that time I just missed, and that time I just missed. Those I own. Okay, we got 1 bullet left. I'm gonna make it count. Alright, on to the shotgun. Now, the issue with the shotgun is that we are way too far away to make adequate use out of it, but we'll grab whatever this is. And so as a result, like without going beat by 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 beat on all of the things that I disliked about the Dark Knight Rises, suffice to say that I was exhaustively and thoroughly pulled out of that story and dragged along a beach covered in glass shards for the entirety of that film, and did not enjoy it at all. So whatever positive aspects that it might have had, like the fact that, you know, I admit, Anne Hathaway is very good in it. I like the guy whose name I'm going to forget that played Bane. I thought that was a bold choice and one that overall worked out. I still like Christian Bale as Batman. Like, the performances were on point.
Wait, there's something about this.
Something about this, yes. Let's check our journal. Well, Drake's journal.
2 bells resound in perfect harmony.
Force says Angel could not watch Dark Knight Rises in a boat, could not with a goat. With a goat would have been a lot more entertaining, because the goat would have spent the entire time going, and that would have been more entertaining to me than the actual film. I like many things. I can find the value in many things. I cannot find the value in that movie. Is that... Yep, there we go.
All right.
And it was because it violated so many, like again, just to use it as a useful example, it violated so many tenets of what I recognize to be the way that people operate. No one in that movie operated in a way that seemed sensible to me based on what we could discern of their motivations, of their background, of their, what they knew about the world. Like, here's just something, I don't want to get into nitpicking that movie. We will move on. So, in Geek Pantheon's playthrough of the Walking Dead franchise, he has been yanked out of the story.
We got all the clues right here. We can do this, kid. How the hell does he think he's going to get that statue out of here anyway?
On a couple of occasions, for exactly that reason. And as he says, it's not that I'm looking to nitpick, it's that this doesn't make sense to me. Are you kidding me? Wow.
Ah, jeez, these guys are everywhere.
They really are. Why do I have to solve puzzles to get in here? And these guys, like, where was their fast pass? Force says, hashtag blame Angel when I start cackling like a madman at the clerk at the goat noise. Let me just scroll back. So Patikin was asking, isn't there a way to set a specific death number? I don't know if we have implemented that. So actually, the Geek Pantheon is in here. There's also a great phrase, the medium is the message, meaning that the medium you choose to create your story in has as much of an impact on your work as the content or context of the story. Oftentimes why adaptations don't work. An emotionally intense tale like I'm missing something there, wouldn't work as well as an 8-bit side-scroller due to the technical limitations of the medium. Yeah, the sort of genre in which it's being delivered. Yeah, for sure. And one thing to take into account is, I don't think I've got... Yeah, see, the wall is in my way and it's not in his. There's different things that's going to draw different people out. And an example that I used was in the television series Siberia. There's a scene where the character had to fix a computer. And if you are in chat currently, I would like you to envision the computer that he had to repair as being an empty computer case with a few haphazard wires sort of sticking out of one side. And it was so abundantly clear to me that there was absolutely nothing in that case that, it's like, this is not an effective prop. And I'm spending more time than I'm supposed to in this scene about, just looking at how bad this prop is because it's not remotely convincing. But ultimately, the way that it's a poor prop that nominally draws me out of the story, but this is not a show about repairing computers. It's a show about the narrative tension of this man has a computer that he is attempting to repair. He is taking a screwdriver to the inside of this completely empty case. Is this going to am I going to allow this to draw me out of the story when it's kind of like it's fine? Would it really have been improved if they went off and got like a more complicated prop computer from the local computer store? And it's fine. But when you have something like, if you're watching Law and Order and you know anything at all about the law, and the main story beat, hold on 1 second.
This is completely unacceptable.
What do you expect from me, Roman? My men are getting massacred.
I find it hard to believe that one man could wipe out your entire crew.
It's not just Drake, god damn it! I'm telling you, this island is cursed!
Enough. Take your sorry mob and go.
Wait, you can't cut me loose. You owe me a share of the gold!
Your share, Eddie, was contingent upon you doing what I required. You assured me that Drake was captured and the island secure.
Oh, this is bullshit, Roman, and you know it!
We're done here, Mr. Roger.
Dai camo! Mattia Giallo! Cielan!
Remind me again why you employed that superstitious idiot.
You wanted someone cheap.
Well, you get what you pay for, I suppose. And what about you, Navarro? Are you worth what I'm paying you?
The vault's here. I'm sure of it. If Sullivan can be trusted...
Which he can't.
Look, he knows we'll kill him if he's lying.
Don't be stupid. He knows we'll kill him once we find the treasure. He has no incentive to tell the truth. Really, Navarro, sometimes I think you left your brains back in that slum where I found you.
I just need a little more time.
Chasing this treasure of yours is proving to be more trouble than it's probably worth.
I assure you, El Dorado is worth more than you can possibly imagine.
It had better be.
All right, I think we're still headed this way. So yeah, Force was bringing up a specific point that, like a specific example that Geek had used, which is, and this is not a spoiler for the, also this is not the way to go, because that's the way that I came from. Okay. This is not a spoiler for the movie Prometheus, just because it's just sort of like a throwaway line, and everybody knows that Prometheus is about a deep space exploration mission. Oh, wait, maybe I do go that way. At one point, there's a line of dialogue where a character says, oh, we're a billion miles from Earth. And as Geek and Centrifugal Force are saying, if you know anything about astronomical distances, that, as Geek said, that would put you somewhere in the realm of Saturn, which is not where that movie takes place. Now, in full disclosure, I didn't think anything of that line at all. And it's not that I failed to understand like the concept of light years and traveling to distant solar systems. It's just I didn't happen to key in on that. And that to me, like the fact that it didn't draw me out of the story doesn't mean that it shouldn't draw other people out, or that they could have run that that script past a couple of fact checkers to say, hey, anytime you see a number or a medical fact or anything, can you just like take a quick look at that and let me know? Because they could have easily changed that to 100 trillion miles from Earth, like whatever they needed it to be, and it would have been fine. And instead they just didn't. It strikes me as the sort of line. Sorry, I just want to make sure, because this light seems very prominent, but I guess it just means go this way. It strikes me as the kind of line that was just sort of in an early draft of the screenplay, and they never changed it, or it could have been something that the actor ad-libbed, or it could have been a misread line by the actor, and they were like, it's fine, it doesn't matter. So it feels fair to me that, you know, if somebody says, let me just check the time. Yeah, we got time. That pulled me out. And for another person to say, oh, really, I didn't really notice that. And I personally wouldn't, like, Prometheus is an interesting movie. That one line wouldn't strike me as one way or the other. But if you are like an astrophysicist by trade and that really like yanked you out of the scene, I'm not going to say that that's invalid. For me, I would tend to mentally edit that to 50 trillion or whatever an appropriate number would be. Because, again, it's not a movie. It's not Contact, right? It's not written by Carl Sagan and it's sort of teaching you something. You're not watching Nova when you're watching Prometheus. So that's sort of like what I do. But if a major plot point hinges on calculating the exact number of miles to Earth, like we've got a jump drive, it can take us 500 million miles any way we want to go, but we are exactly 1 billion miles from Earth, then like it starts to be like, well, wait, why have you written your movie in a way that only invites a high degree of examination of these numbers? If you're going to make that the primary crux of your narrative tension, you really want that to work, right? Don't you? Okay, this was a blind guess, but it looks like it was a good one. And that takes us to the scene that Geek Pantheon, that was sort of like a major... Okay, Drake, make a choice here. There we go. I couldn't quite get him to do his leany thing. I hope this is going somewhere. Oh, go back. Got it. Where a scene is in the game, and we will not be specific for people that have not played it. And there's major interpersonal character drama about somebody being in danger, but the steps that the characters take to mitigate the danger don't conform to the steps that I think would commonly be known of what to do. And for me, I'll say that, like, I noticed it and was like, I have no idea what's happening right now. Go. Okay. And now, can I just drop safely? All right, hopefully this was correct. Fire! It's a...
Okay. Take cover!
And there is an argument to be made, and I do want to clarify this. In a game, you can do anything. You can change the setting, you can change the character models, you can do the, change the wardrobe, you can have any type of furniture or decor that might fit your scene, because it's all artwork. It's all things that can be generated and entered into the game. However, everything that you do costs money and time, which are extremely high, narrowly budgeted for most games. When you make a movie, you film the movie, and then you edit the movie, and you understand that when the movie is done, it's going to be aired on movie projectors and Blu-ray players and streaming services, and that those things are all going to present your movie.
Hey, you read me?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Sully, I'm just going in circles here.
Well, the girl and I have been reading some of the books down here, and it looks like there's some kind of secret gallery at the top of the church. Can you get there?
Think so. Yeah.
All right. Give us a call if you find anything.
I think Mia's gonna... I think the next time that we meet Mia, she's gonna have like a blood clot in one eye. Oh, Sully, do you not learn your lessons here? My point was, games have movies are expensive, but games have a different degree of overhead in how they're made, because when you make a game, you want to create something that is going to be playable on PCs of multiple different configurations, of multiple different generations of hardware, different what is the phrase that I'm thinking of? Different driver generations. You want to make something that will run on an Xbox 360, on a PlayStation 3, on an Xbox One, on a PlayStation 4, on a Nintendo Switch. You want to have a game engine that is elastic enough to do all of those things and configurable enough to do all of them well, to scale up and down in terms of your graphical fidelity. And in the case of a game like The Walking Dead, you are entering in all of these narrative hooks that will then be called back to in additional episodes and even in additional seasons. So there's a different level of consideration for how much time can we afford to spend redressing a character versus troubleshooting all of those other things. And if a game developer needed to, like, if you have to make a call between I am going to dedicate a development team to redressing this character and like basically re-rigging this character with a brand new outfit and a brand new mesh to match that outfit and brand new animations to allow that outfit to move correctly in the world and not clip through objects, or I'm going to write and produce this other scene that's going to respect somebody's narrative choices. That's a tough decision to make, and I can understand why sometimes you might have to make some tough calls on what does and does not get done. So these are all my thoughts to say, and I'm going to read through chat in just a moment. I'm semi-exploring and semi-hoping that I'm going the right way. This is my way of saying I think that both sides of the discussion on the Geek Pantheon's video had a lot of really valid points, and I think that it's a very interesting conversation. When Geek's goal is to talk about how video games work as a storytelling medium, what does and doesn't work, and where they're... Why do I feel like I'm super backtracking? Is this how I arrived in this area? Well, I recognize this area. Okay, hold on. The camera just zoomed over, so this seems kind of correct. Sorry, what I was going to say is that when one of the Geek Pantheon's goals is specifically to examine video games as an art, as a storytelling medium, shit. Wait, this is new? No. Yeah, well, hold on. They think it's new.
Take cover! Watch out!
Hold on, something's happening.
That's gotta be it.
It is the symbol. It does not have the two keys puncturing through it. Yep, So wait, before I go, so anyway, that is just sort of my thoughts on watching the most recent episode of the Geek Pantheon's playthrough. And if I can make a sales pitch, this is the kind of conversations that's happening over there. So I highly recommend that you guys check out the Geek Pantheon, if at least you have played through The Walking Dead. Hopefully he will continue his examination of PC narrative games and continue to have these conversations. If you have not yet played The Walking Dead, I definitely recommend it. It is a journey. Mia says, totally hydrating over here. Force says, I have to agree with that point. Majorly with the Geek Pantheon during the stream, they mentioned... Oh, okay, so that was the Prometheus thing. If I didn't read that aloud, I did see it, and that's what brought it up. Mia says that Bane was played by Tom Hardy. Force says, thank you, Angel. I'm extremely well-versed in criminal proceedings and police procedure, as I've been studying criminal law and forensics for 15 years. Force has this incredibly broad background of, like, academic study, and I really admire it. I cannot stand run-of-the-mill procedurals where the police cannot announce themselves when they arrive in the scene. Ironically enough, sitcoms like Monk and Psych have better or more accurate writing than some shows like NCIS and other procedurals. Sam Melander says maybe the line was 1 billion light years as an exaggeration and someone changed it to 1 billion miles because they didn't understand that a light year was a measure of length. Yeah, they were 3 parsecs off on that. Force says possibly Salamander. Best example of that I saw was a firefighter editing himself into scenes of 911 or whatever that firefighter procedural show is, and it's hilarious. I'll link it if you'll let me. That man is a legend. That sounds awesome, Force, and she did put up a link. I will look at that. So Drienne says programming a single piece of cloth can cost a bunch because of the man hours to do just that one task. Definitely more costly than a bad piece of dialogue. Yeah, and see, that's the thing. It is easy for me, as someone who doesn't program games, to say during the scene that some of us are thinking of and we're knowing, oh, they could have just X, Y, and Z. The thing is, like, if you wanted to change, if you want to throw a blanket around a human actor, you say, hey, do you have a blanket at home that you can bring in tomorrow? Or somebody go down to the local Goodwill and buy the cheapest blanket that you can find. Here's $10. I don't know how much blankets cost at Goodwill, or if Goodwill sells blankets, so don't at me. Where am I trying to go? If you want to put a blanket on a digital character model, someone's got to design a mesh for the blanket, someone's got to put a texture on the blanket, someone's got to decide if it's going to have cloth physics to the blanket. I think I go this way. And whether or not the game engine can support that without... Okay. And some of these things might exist for 15 minutes of screen time. So how many hours do you get to spend doing that? And it's not to say that it shouldn't be done. Okay, there's an exploding barrel here. I don't want to explode it while I'm standing here. I don't know if I should explode it in general, but let's find out what it does. Just booms. All right. I didn't know if it was going to turn out to be part of the puzzle. Oh, no. That wasn't the way to go. Drian says that's why people tend to sleep on top of blankets in games, too. Yeah, and for that matter, it's why cartoon characters don't go through a lot of wardrobe changes. It's just the time taken to learn a new way of drawing that character, is not necessarily worth the amount of benefit that you get for adding that degree of realism. Who cares what Shaggy is wearing today while he investigates mysteries with Scooby-Doo? It's green or whatever. It's fine. Okay. Let's just figure out what I did wrong here. I guess I jumped to this post first. And now we can go around. And now he will reach for it. But I will also say that I'm reminded of... I believe this was a conversation that happened between Brian Shea and Jeff Cork over at Game Informer, where Brian Shea had interviewed he'd interviewed people at Sonic Team who worked on Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, a famously bad game with terrible controls, bad cutscenes. Ah, here's the key. I bet I just yank on this. Okay. And one of the things that they were saying, one of the things that the creators at Sonic Team were saying was like, well, one of the problems with modern Sonic the Hedgehog games is that Sonic is so fast that in order to create enough track for him to run on, we need to go down? I'm going to try to go down. If this kills me... Okay, that was not the right way to go. Sonic the Hedgehog. We have to design miles and miles and miles of track for the player to run along, and then they run through all of that in a flicker of a second, and all of that hard work is behind us. And so therefore it's very difficult. So what we do is we find reasons to have the player slow down, and in this game that has to do with solving puzzles or fighting enemies or whatever else it is. And Jeff Cork's response to that was one that has stuck in my head ever since. He said, well, if designing miles and miles and miles of track is the cost of doing a modern Sonic game, then do that. That has to be part of your budget and your... Fucking A. I forgot to jump to the post again. that's supposed to be part of your design budget when you make it. Like, you guys are the ones that decided that Sonic the Hedgehog can run at the speed of light. You're the ones who are marketing this game. Okay, now I'm just not pushing the button correctly. It is not our problem as players that you didn't budget enough time or development into your thing, and nor should we as players be punished that you're going to make Sonic the Hedgehog slow down and fight these irritating characters or solve these obnoxious puzzles or deal with this camera because you didn't budget your production. You know, your production problems don't justify a bad game decision. And I think that from there we come to the point of what qualifies as a bad game decision versus just sort of like, well, they should have done that better, and otherwise it's fine. Let me just take one quick look. So, Patigan wants a command to set a number of deaths in one go. We will look into that. Let me just check here. Sam Linder says, cloth and hair are hard because they're flexible everywhere, but not necessarily perfectly flexible, and people know intuitively how it works, or so they see why it's wrong. Drian says, a new outfit for a character means paying a concept artist, a programmer for the mesh, the technical artist, and however much time it takes. Yeah, I mean, that is a point. And one that I very much agree with. Sam Linder says, good thing those ancient Spanish set up this jumping puzzle to get to the gold. Yes, isn't it remarkable that exactly the scaffolding that we need is there, if only Angel could learn how to navigate it. Mia says, sure, but while changing clothing might be costly, the inadvertent... Oh no, I lost it. Inadvertent bouncing out of the story is very costly. It has a huge impact on the player's experience and the desire to potentially purchase more from the developer, and that can't be overlooked. And then Drin says, I mean, if it means not being able to afford putting out the product, then it can be, in my opinion. Which, on that note, brings me to... Wait, Four says, also Angel and Carolyn, if they're still in chat, I have a few requests to do a blank, fresh City Skyline save, and I'm trying to get a feel for where people would like me to start. Would people like to see me from the start there, or would they like me to hop into a save that's only 2 hours into so? Any input? Force, I can answer that directly. I would personally love to see it from the beginning. I want to circle around to the points being made, but I personally would learn the most from seeing it right from the start, because the fact that I am capable of, like, surviving for 2 hours doesn't mean that I'm making good decisions in those 2 hours. So I think it would be awesome. And if I can submit a recommendation, literally name it tutorial. Like, that's one of the tags that you can put on here on Twitch. You can label something as a tutorial. I assure you, I am not the only person that has difficulty in City Skylines, and the fact that you are so well versed in it, I think would... Okay, so what am I missing here? We can jump to this very easily. I can't go back. I can't go down. I can't go up. I can go back to the chain. That doesn't make any sense. Am I somehow arriving at the second key first? The hell? Let me try to go back. So, one of the things that we're talking about here is reminding me of my position on Before the Storm, which is the prequel story made for... I don't think I can jump back to this. I think I'm going to die here again. God damn it. I'm really tired of doing this jumping puzzle. I'm going to try to jump back there. I may not make it. Okay, it came out okay. So, how do I get to that key is the point. Because I can't seem to work my way around on the inside. I do not understand this. There's no... Hold on. There is no chance I can make that jump from here. But I can make this one. There we go. Okay. I think we're on the right track. We talked in a previous episode, maybe even of this, about, their decision to go with non-union labor. And one of the points that I made is I'm not mad about their... I don't need the hint now. Thank you, game. We figured it out. Okay, and now the chains make sense, because now that's where we go. Got it. Asrian is saying right now about the cost of, like, you know, redressing a character or something like that. Sometimes the option really does come down to, we leave it like this, or we don't ship at all. Games are made on a shoestring budget. They have almost enough money and time to get the minimum amount done that they need to produce a workable product. At least that's how it feels sometimes. So I just smash out this. Oh.
Well, hello there.
Okay. Sorry, stained glass window maker.
You gotta be kidding. Hey, Sully.
I'm here.
Remember Roman and Navarro? That red herring you sent them on to get them out of the way?
Yeah?
Well, they're sitting right on top of the treasure vault.
Oh, all the goddamn luck.
Look, I'm gonna need a diversion to get them out of there.
You got it, kid. One diversion. Coming right up.
And Sully.
Yeah?
Once they're gone, meet me in the mausoleum. But come through the catacombs. It's safer that way.
Gotcha.
Now I've just got to get past all these goons without getting noticed.
Noticed or killed? Because I can only accomplish one of those. So, wait, Moo was asking, can I watch something? And I didn't catch what the topic was, so we're just going to... This is going to be formatted a little bit differently than most of our streams, where there might be pauses here as we roll back. I think we're up to 42 deaths. The Geek Pantheon says, or write your story within your technical limitations. Like I said, the medium is the message. Yeah, and that, again, like, we are talking around a plot development in a different game that I want to make sure that we don't spoil. But, yeah, the alternative option, as Geek was saying, is don't put that character into that particular danger that would necessitate a redressing of the character model. Like, that is also an option. You don't... Okay, we're going to pretend that wasn't terrifying.
Spread out! Find him!
And Geek is taking off. Can I shoot from here? Because that'd be fun. No, I can't. But hold on, let me roll back and say, can I watch Mia and Patikin? What was the topic? What did Moo want to watch? Drian says, if they have to sacrifice money that can go towards paying for enough dialogue or talented writers, since the story is paramount, then I'm not bothered by the lack of something to make it more factually accurate to something that is not the point of the story or the moment. Force says, also Angel and Caroluna. Oh, that was the question about, what's it called? So Moo was asking, can I watch? But the answer was yes, but I don't know what the topic was. Okay, so Patikin's saying that topic is not important. Oh, yes, please. Let's grab this. I'm going to come back for that shotgun. I really like it. What? Okay, it was Mia slapping the shit out of Patikin, it sounds like. Oh, but Dran was also saying that, like, Telltale is a very small studio, and they have to, Oh, let's see, that time I got him with self-kill. Just stay down for a second. It's cool. Shit.
That's right.
Oh, what is this? Can I go back and get that shotgun now? Because that was a pretty good shotgun, and I'm out of sniper bullets.
Oh, new toy.
So anyway, I think that Geek is taken off, but hopefully the message there was, I've really been enjoying his playthrough of The Walking Dead because it leads to interesting conversations like this, where I feel like there are sensible, rational points to be made on both sides, and it sort of exposes how you can... One of my favorite things about the Telltale games in general, and narrative games in general, is you can present the exact same scenes, the exact same characters, the exact same dialogue to 5 different people, and they will have 5 different stories to tell you afterwards about what happened, because they are bringing to it their own expectations, their own frustrations, their own... Oh, get down, Drake. Okay, stop. And their own interpretations of everything that happens and how they relate to those characters. And I think that is a super neat part about it. Whoa! I don't think there was ever a game that, like... Well, I mean... Oh god, somebody's laughing. Force Possessing... Where's the Patikan slap counter? Slap counter sounds about right with the stuff that I say. On that note, when he raided over, we sort of, like, breezed right past it. Patikan, what are your thoughts after day 1 of Outriders? Because you got a good amount into the game, and one of the things that you and I were talking about in your chat was roughly how long is it? And it sounds like you said it's about 30 hours or so for the single-player campaign. And then there's, like, story stuff that happens after, or post-story content and stuff. So I'm just sort of curious what your impressions are after that first day. It seemed like you were having a lot of fun with the Trickster class. Let me ask you this. Based on what you've seen so far, do you think that you will replay this story with a different character, knowing that the story beats will be the same, but you'd get to, like, experiment with a whole different power set? Does it have that Diablo thing where the story is kind of incidental to...
Hey.
Oh, hold on.
I knew you could do it, kid. So what's next?
I don't know. I'm figuring it out as I go. This is definitely the right place, though.
Wait, we saw
Wait a second. It's something to do with these symbols.
Okay, cup, arrows, book, anchor, crown, snake, seashell. Wait, I don't know that I want to do that yet.
Oh, man. Roman and Navarro really tore this place up.
Yeah, well, not only did they tear this place up, Sully, but we saw them come in here and then they didn't come out. So clearly they solved this puzzle themselves. So we've got a group of symbols. Maybe I have to push them in a particular order? I don't know. Well, let's try cup first. It kind of looked like he was getting ready to rotate it.
You sure we're in the right place?
Wait, is that... That's cup. Okay, so here's the issue. All of these things are right side up. And I can't turn the page. Yeah, so what? So it has a picture of the symbols in here. There's got to be something to indicate what the orientation on these items are supposed to be. All right, let's turn it all the way around. That meant absolutely nothing. So... Like, if the anchor was drawn sideways or the book was upside down, that would give me some sense. Well, maybe some of them are not right side up. Like that shell, that could be misaligned. Yeah, look, the shell is misaligned. Okay, let's turn this around. Got it. All right. Oh, yep, and the snake is misaligned. Okay, so I was just looking at the wrong ones. Crown is right side up. Cup looks right side up. Book is, I actually can't tell. I think book is right side up. It looks like it is. Yep, book is right side up. And then the arrows are upside down. Okay. Particularly is saying that he loves Outriders. Well, he likes the powers that you can get, and the looter stuff he likes too. But the powers give it a bit of a different take on the whole third-person shooter. Hold on.
Looks like we're in business.
Yeah.
Heads up.
What do you make of it?
I don't know. Could be a dead end.
Wait. It looks like there might be a passage this way. Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
What the hell's that?
Sully, get out of there. Huh? It's a trap!
Oh.
Sullivan, are you okay? Sully!
Yeah, fine. Still in one piece. You knocked me on my ass, though.
Yeah, well, you better get back to the library. We're gonna have to find another way out of here.
But this is a
well,
chapter
there's no
break.
way but forward.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, chapter break. And this is a great point to call it because it is 15 minutes until the Kyber Shard stream at the Sandbox Discord. Mia, if you have the opportunity to put in a link, or if you're inclined to put in a link in chat, just in case anybody is not yet a member. So once again, the topic here is that the Geek Pantheon and his friends Philip and Esri and Siren and Sorry BTR, and I think that's actually all of them for the first time in my life that I've remembered, they are all getting together. Actually, Esri might be the character's name. Damn it. In any event, they are all getting together and recording episodes of their Dungeons & Dragons live playthrough. And here's the good news, you guys. There's no maps. There's no little characters. There's no poring over the rules. It's very much a collaborative storytelling event that they're doing. So you do not need to worry about the minutia of the rules of D&D. What you get to do is hang out with us as we hang out with their group of friends, not only by way of their video, but also in the chat, and we get to watch through all of their adventures together. And it has been a lot of fun, and Mia reached out to the Geek Pantheon to say, hey, can we do this as a community thing where we do a watch party on the Discord, and that will help to draw more attention. You guys can answer questions and so forth, and it has been so much fun, and every episode seems to get more interaction and more sort of attendance than the one before it. So hopefully we can keep that going, and that will be happening at Mia's Discord, and I am very much looking forward to it. So much so that we're going to stop here, and they'll give us plenty of time to grab some food, just like the Geek Pantheon, and then jump over to watch that. So I hope that we will see you all there. As we go, thank you very much to Cara Luna for the raid. Thank you very much to Patikin for the raid. Thank you to the Geek Pantheon and Drienne and Mia and Force and Samalander and everybody else for the great conversation. On that note, please also check out, we talked a lot about Geek Pantheon's phrasing. Playthrough of the Walking Dead franchise, but let's not forget that Cara Luna was playing some BattleTech earlier today and successfully finished his most recent mission. Some of those get very, very harrowing because you have characters that can permanently die, and all of the effort that you've put into that MechWarrior pilot can be entirely lost. Samalander has also been playing a bunch of that along with his BattleTech pen and paper RPG that I think mostly is aired on the weekends. He can correct me if that happens any other day. But he was also playing some Farming Simulator 19 this weekend that was a lot of fun to watch. Let's see. Tashir and Patikin will be continuing their co-op playthrough of It Takes Two. But I think between now and then, Patikin will be doing a deep dive into the storyline of Outriders. Today was his first day, and we got a chance to talk a little bit about that. Force announced, as far as I know, for the first time here live, that tutorial series in City Skylines will be happening. And I will just share that any episode that I don't catch of that live, we will definitely be checking out the VOD. And if you are not doing highlights of your videos, Force, know that that's a way to preserve them indefinitely. And that means that anytime anybody on Twitch does a search for City Skylines tutorials, that can lead them to your channel. I think it's a great idea because you're very, very good at those kinds of explainers. And I want to see it, and I want to make sure that I have a chance to see it and refer back to it in the future. Also, like, Mia might enjoy it as well, because I showed some City Skylines at one point, but I openly copped to the fact that I can lay down streets and districts and utilities, and the fact, whether or not I'm doing it well is not for me to say. Anyway, we are going to call it there. Oh, before we go, one last very, very sincere thank you to I Moo Do You Moo 2, who resubscribed during our previous episode of Red Dead Redemption 2, and it just happened during a point in the game that I completely missed it. So I reached out to her directly. And again, thank you to her for the resubscription. And on that note, if anybody here has resubscribed or followed or anything else, do rest assured that we will see it. And I will look forward to shouting that out in the next episode, because it really does mean a lot. That's something we talked about at the end of the last episode. I like shouting out all the great folks here on Twitch, because there is so much talent for you guys to check out. And the fact that there's so much talent means that when you choose to spend your time here with us, it just underscores how much that means, because we know that there's a lot of great people here on Twitch, and we are honored to be considered at least adjacent to some of them. So with that said, let's go find somebody fun to raid, and we will see you in a very short time on Mia's Discord for this week's Kyber Shards Watch Party. Oh, and Mia, thank you for doing the shout out to Ricardinho. I forgot that I neglected. Yeah, he stopped in. I don't know if he's still here, but Ricardinho was here earlier and has been doing a Sphinx playthrough. Sphinx and the Lost Mummy? I might not have the subtitle on that correct, but that has been a lot of fun to watch, because it's a game that I knew of. Ricardo is here and is vibing in here. Awesome. So yeah, do check that out. He's also been doing a story playthrough of Grand Theft Auto 4 and has been doing some Fortnite with his friends. Those tend to be his co-op streams. So do check him out as well. And Drienne. I didn't call out Drienne. Drienne has been doing their own full playthrough of the entire Walking Dead franchise, and this is a replay for them where Geek is encountering it for the first time. Drienne is playing all the way through for definitely not the first time. I don't want to put a number on it, but knows the series inside and out, can show off Easter eggs, talk about the voice actors, talk about little subtle moments that might get a call back or act as a call forward to things that happen later on, foreshadowing and stuff. So it is great fun to see this franchise visited by two people who are at opposite ends of their sort of experience spectrum with it, with Geek seeing it for the very first time, and Drienne revisiting and doing custom video intros for every single episode. It's a lot of work that goes into those each week, and they help to punctuate this franchise that they love so much. So do check that out, along with some recent Don't Starve Together and Conan Exile streams. There was a bunch of that this weekend. Okay, I wanted to call it a moment ago and not overextend the outro, but I did want to make sure that we got those folks as well. If I have not adequately shouted you out, rest assured that we will circle back for that in the days to come. And Drienne just posted the new video is ready for tonight. It was a challenge, but they are very happy with it. Awesome. Awesome. I will look forward to seeing that as well. Okay, now let's go find somebody fun to raid, and we will see you guys over at Mia's Watch Party in a very short time. Until next time, you guys, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.